Like, I'm one of those people, like, if I walk out my house and I see white, I will walk back. Like, I'll actually go back home.
And then no cream.
And I'll go and cream and come back, yeah. I remember one time, yeah, like, I can't remember where I was, yeah, but my hand, yeah, I looked down, yeah, and my hand was so fucking dry, yeah. And I used...
You're like a White Walker from a Game of Thrones?
No, my hand was so fucking dry. And I used a, pizza, yeah.
Or like from Domino's? Or?
Like, no, like just any pizza. Okay, pizza has like a grease.
No, you did not. No, you did not.
I used to use that
to moisturize and get in between.
Yeah.
No.
I used the pizza grease. Yeah. It was either that or hand dry.
I use the pizza grease. Yes. And what?
Or sometimes like I'll use my lip gloss.
Oh, I've done that.
You put the lip gloss in between. But yeah, I use the pizza grease.
The £1 packs lip gloss. It's multifaceted. It can do so many different things.
Do you know what? Yeah, one thing about me, yeah, speaking of multifaceted, yeah, you know when you grow up, yeah, struggling, you have to make what you have work, yeah. So I'm the type of babe, yeah, an eyebrow pencil. That brow pencil is for eyebrows.
The lips.
It's for lips.
Yeah.
It's for contour. You can do contour with that one brown.
If your tights have ripped, you colour the whole in.
You can colour the whole in. Yeah. I ain't never heard that one, but we got added to the list. We got added to the list. But I want to get started. There was a conversation on Twitter. I saw big up these girls. I don't know what podcast they're from, but they were talking about icks. You know, icks. Every time I was like, oh yeah, this is my ick, this is my ick. And I'm always like, girl, bye, because the conversation is always, it's enough. We're tired. But this one in particular really touched my soul. And this girl was like, you know when you're going out with a guy, when you're going out on a date, and they start like complaining about money?
Oh no, bin. Gone. Gone. Do you know what? I think there was actually... there was a time that I went out. So it was back in the day when I was on Tinder.
As you do. Tinder.
Was chatting to a guy and we ended up going out, I think, in Liverpool Street. And literally within the first 15 minutes, he was complaining about money, complaining about where he worked, complaining about wanting a rise. Did I see him again?
This is...
No.
No. There was one time I went out with a guy. And I'm going to tell two stories because the first one was quite fresh. So I didn't say anything. But this one, so imagine you're in a restaurant with a guy and you're looking, it's like, wow, you're looking at the menu. You're like, ooh, this steak is expensive. Wow, £50 for a steak.
Better be Wagyu.
£50, fucking no. £7 for chips, for a piece of rice. Get the fuck out of here now. Get the fuck out of here now. That shit is icky. Ick. Why are you even if you're gonna complain?
I cannot.
Keep it in your soul.
I cannot. Literally, just let it sink in.
Keep it in your soul
and deal with it later. I'm not having anybody sitting opposite me.
£7.50 for a mix of vodka and gin. I'm not paying for that.
And how did you not? Before I go to any restaurant, best believe I know what I'm ordering before I even get there.
What?
I have ran through that menu more times.
You know what you want.
I know what I want.
You know what you want.
So how did you not cross over to the right to also see the prices associated with that steak?
Honestly, it makes me fucking sick. That one is a proper pet peeve.
Up there.
Don't ever complain about money next to me. No. And the thing is, they'll still do it, but as they're doing it, they're not doing it with good tidings. They're not doing it with a good heart. They're doing it because they're angry. Don't fucking complain to me. You're sick. Okay, cool. There was a time I went on a date. Funny enough, the reason why I didn't mention this because it happened this year, and it was around my CNT 1 year anniversary. Yeah. That was in the 24th of June. So I went on a date with this guy. No, basically we went to. Oh, should I snitch hard?
Go on.
Who, daddy? Who? Okay, cool. Let me snitch. By the way, guys, I'm on fucking live right now. We are live. Yeah, it's Jourds. Everyone's like, who's that? It's Jourds in the fucking building, man. It's Jourds. She's here. Someone like sounds like Jourds. Cool. So I was on the day after the DLT Malta thing. I met him at Malta. So I did grab someone. I think you might
think
know.
you've
You might
told-
know.
yeah,
You
okay,
might know.
okay,
You might
okay,
know.
okay.
You might know. So, anyways, I was upset because obviously I wanted to spend my 1 year anniversary with the bad boys and girls. Didn't get to because I didn't plan anything and I basically was crying. So he messages me and he was like, "Oh, you know, let me take you out for your 1 year. Pick anywhere you want to go. Don't." He's anywhere.
Anywhere you want to go.
Anywhere you
It
want
better be in the
to go.
Jourds.
Hold on now.
Novikov.
Hold on now. You said moi? I can pick anywhere? Mistake. Because one thing about me, I'm a pick.
Where did you pick?
I picked Monkey House.
Okay, nice. Well, I heard the food is a bit shabby, but anyway.
I saw, because the thing is, I've been to everywhere else. I've been to Shad, we've done Navikab, we've done all. So I said, Monkey House is another quite prestigious place. The money is long, Side note, the way this guy was moving, like this guy has a breadedy bread, like he's got money. Like the guy was talking like he was that guy. So I said, okay, Monkey House it is.
Monkey House we go.
Anyways, big up Monkey House that got locked off because there was a fire in it. But I managed to experience before the fire I go on. Anyways, so obviously I'm going into the scene looking all clean. And went downstairs and Monkey House is downstairs. So we sit down. I think we sit down, we eat. As you said, the food is fucking dead.
I've had drinks there before.
The food's not great.
I haven't eaten.
The food's not great.
No.
One thing about me, like when you're going on a first date with somebody, it's supposed to be like, I'm getting to know you, you are getting to know me. Obviously, when I'm on a date, this is about me getting to know you, you getting to know me. This guy does finance. He does Forex. When I'm going on a date with someone, I don't need to know about the financial times and what the economic system is.
I don't
This
give up.
guy kept going on about his fucking job. Yeah, obviously, I know all the bankers. When I was working in the financial bank of Barclays in 2007, this is what happened. And now, obviously, I'm working with Campaign and they're working over $1 million. And this and I'm working.
My mind would go numb.
I literally.
When you glaze over.
I can't lie, I was thinking about
And
I was
you just-
thinking about my ex.
Yeah.
I was thinking about because I need to go back. This is not how I live.
The streets ain't from me.
The streets ain't from me. I'm going around the block. I'm skirting around the block. I can't do this. Skirt. I need to go.
I'm gone.
The guy kept bagging. He never asked me questions about me.
I hate
never asked
that.
me
Is
questions.
one thing I hate.
You're going on about
hate
yourself.
that.
And the thing is, even when I tried to interject and I was like, yeah, obviously in my, I can, relate to that because, I'm on Monzo and I use a bank. I've got a bank account.
Canary
Yes.
Wharf.
Oh, so did you, I know the owners of Monzo. When the director was talking to me and he said that he's in a financial crisis and I gave him a hand and give him some financial,
Boy, bye.
I was like this. And you know them times there. Have you ever been in that times where you want to fall in love? Like you want to like somebody bad. So I was in a place where I'm like, please, just say one that good thing.
I hate
so I can like you.
When people just go on and on about themselves in a date. There was one time I went to Hawksmoor with a guy. And we Hawksmoor. We got
Venerable.
steak.
Very bullshit. Follow me your steak.
Yeah, follow me steak.
Come on, somebody.
And all he was talking about was the fact that he had gates in front of his house. And you had to get in a car and go up the drive in order to get to his house.
Are you a surveyor?
It got so bad that I literally was just like, I am not here to listen to your house and the gates to your house.
He said,
and the car that
gated
you drive.
community. He said,
gated community.
And let me tell you,
I said,
the car that
eject.
you drive, one thing a guy's gonna let you know, there was one time, one thing a guy's gonna let you know is if he got money. One thing, he gonna make sure it's in. Remember, no. We always cuss the boys, We cuss the boys that talk about their height. When it's like, oh yeah, what's your name? I'm 6'4".
I'm 6 foot.
I'm 6'4".
Yeah, this is a character trait.
Let's talk about the guys that talk about the money unprovoked. What's your name? Yeah, I pay my mum's rent. Yeah, I pay my mum's rent.
Say something.
What's your name? Yeah, I've got Mercedes Benz. Let's talk about them.
Okay.
Let's talk about them because they are just as bad as the height boys.
I can't deal with it. Some people can, but for as long as I remember, I'll never forget there was this one time that I was chatting to this guy. And again, it was during my Tinder period.
Tinder has not been working out for you, girl.
Listen, Tinder has some stories from catfishing to this. No, okay, listen. So let's get into it, right?
Talk to me.
So there was this guy from Tinder. He must have messaged me one time, and he was just like, "Okay, cool. Like, we're gonna go on a date. What do you want me to pick you up in? The Range or the Porsche?" And I literally was just like, "I don't care if you pick me up in a Honda Civic. I didn't need to know that.
I care, but you should
okay, well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And so from that point onwards, I was just like, I'm kind of getting the ick. I'm getting the ick. And so anyway, I cancelled it because I was just like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. Anyway, I saw him in Tesco's, right? Because I don't know, for some whatever reason, he was shopping in my local Tesco. Mm-hmm. My guy had the cheek, the audacity, and the vim to message me that same day that he saw me in Tesco, sending me a picture of my younger self saying, "You should go back to this weight."
He didn't.
I said, what?
He didn't.
The fucking audacity.
He fucking
Baby,
didn't.
the audacity.
He can't
when he was walking around that Tesco's with a rubber ring around his midriff and he had the audacity to tell me, "You need to go back to this weight."
It's the audacity for me. How dare you?
I blocked.
No, you have to block them.
Tinder escapades over.
Is he big?
Yes.
See, that's the same fact.
But
oh my God.
He had
Imagine
one of
if
those
it's
pictures of him when he was looking ripped. And so obviously
You know
me
when
even seeing him in
before the
Tesco's
muscle-
was a surprise.
Before the muscle turned into fat.
Yes. And he's telling me to go back, to throw back.
Should have told her to take those Walker's crisps out of your basket, you bastard. take those fucking Walker's crisps out of your basket.
I should have said, well, let's talk about that rubber ring around your midriff. And then we'll talk about me being a stone lighter in 2016. The fuck? The fuck? Nah.
Do you know what? I love my big boys, yeah, but it's funny enough.
same.
The same guy, the guy that did that to me, he had a lot of money, and he was quite big. Obviously, since I did the whole "I love big boy,"
and now that SZA said it in a song,
and SZA has I need a big boy. She's now they've now been coming, which I enjoy. I happily enjoy. Mm-hmm. But this one in particular, like I remember I was having he did it about 4 times, and it was such a ick. Like we'll have a normal discussion, and it's like, where are you from? How are you? And it's like, yeah, I'm just at home at the moment. Just spending time. My mom was just texting me, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. She goes, no, she's so annoying. And she was like, oh, he says like she's so annoying. She's so annoying, but I know she will let me do what I need to do because I'm the one paying her rent. Who
birthed you?
But who asked you? Who asked you? Who asked you about what? How did we get from how are you to? How did we get from how are you to I'm paying my mom's rent? And this is the thing: guys will lead with money, and then be shouting "gold digger."
Yeah.
Confusing.
Yeah, I've never understood that.
I've never understood it.
I've never understood it because there will be the same people in the same breath. Be like, oh, girls only want you for one thing. But you're the one that's waving it around like a flag in the air. Money.
What's more than a flag? Like a siren.
Woo!
Listen, you just be shouting. You're just shouting.
I've got money.
Even one time I was on the road with one time waiting for an Uber. One guy was talking to me and I was ignoring him, and he was like, yeah, I can look after you, anything you want. I said, guy, you don't even know my name. Step to the motherfucking side. Don't lead with that. It's weird.
Yeah.
You don't lead with that. It's weird.
I don't like it.
You're making me feel like a prostitute.
It's just giving is that all you have to give? Do you know what I mean? Like, what about your personality?
They don't have any.
What about that? What about your looks?
They don't have any.
But I also think that people who lead with that in conversation are either very insecure about their chat, insecure about their looks, or all of the above.
Collection. Anyways, I don't want to make this another a men bashing episode because I've changed.
No, yeah.
And guess I've changed because it's the Lord's birthday coming up.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Jesus Christ, it's his birthday. Mm-hmm. And it's coming in 2 days. Well, by the time this comes out, Christmas would have already been done. Mm-hmm. Boxing Day's already been done.
We're on our way to New Year.
We on our way to motherfucking
New Year.
2023.
New Year, new me.
New Year, new me. Let's talk about Christmas first before we get to the fucking New Year's. The New Year's goodies. How are you spending your Christmas?
Almost choked.
You're spending your Christmas choking? Oh, you slag.
That's me. How am I spending my Christmas? Family.
Yes, of course.
My mum, my sister, and then going to Jamaica the next day.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
Mama
we're going to
Claude.
Jamaica. Yeah,
Yes,
Mama
Mama
Claude.
Claude.
Pussy clad.
Pussy clad, everything, Mama Claude.
Yes.
You know me, I'm a Jamaican
You love it,
spirit, so
yeah.
that's very important to me.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it'll be nice. Do you know one of those? Do you ever get like a call in to just like go back home? Do you ever get like a call in?
No.
To just okay. Well, I just had that call in, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna.
The
go for
motherland
year.
was calling
The
you.
motherland was calling me, so I was just.
I
Like,
really wanted to go back to Nigeria this year, but because of work and everything, I just knew I couldn't. Yeah. I filmed back to back, and it just became exhausting. So I knew when it was coming around that it wouldn't be plausible. So I decided to have my holiday in January instead.
Oh yeah, you go in.
I'm going to Helade. I'm going to Helade.
You're going to Helade.
What's the most exciting thing for you about Christmas and everything? What are you most excited about?
It's the togetherness. It's bringing people together. It's the joy.
Now kiss.
Yeah, now kiss. Get the mistletoe. It's just all that festivities. But one thing I don't like seeing.
I know what you're gonna say. Is it
people's Christmas
dinners?
Is it the
do you know what? Yeah, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
People's Christmas dinners.
Some people's Christmas dinners, yeah.
It's giving Molly May.
You lot are snitching on your mum and your dad. Mm-hmm. And I look at that food and think, you spent your whole life eating that. This is because Christmas dinner is supposed to be the best. It's supposed to be where
mummy wakes up at 9 a.m. and she's prepping. This is day before prepping.
This is the level 10 cooking skill.
Yeah.
If this is what she brought to your plate.
And looking like a microwavable meal.
How have you survived your life?
And it's just the lack of many things. I always find it really intriguing looking at people's story. I try to not judge, but then my brain also does 100 miles per hour.
Like, funny enough, I had the same conversation with Maya's last year, we were talking about the company. You put gravy. Since when did gravy and jollof rice become
combined
to become a thing? You put gravy, you're putting macaroni, you're putting fish, you're putting prawns, you're putting potato. You're literally stuffing the fucking plate. Not that the food is running away. You could go back. You can go forward, go back, go forward, and be picking. You've come to combine everything. Fucking, I think it's animalistic.
Stack the plate
You're
up.
now stacking the
where
plate.
you can't even see what you're eating next.
Everything. You're just eating
It's
jollof rice, gravy, and what is that? A Yorkshire pudding. Fucking ridiculous.
I love a Yorkshire. I can back 4 in one sitting.
I'm gonna do that. It's a snack.
It's a snack.
It's an entree.
It's an entree. If anyone else leaves it, I'll have that. We'll save that for later.
It's an entree. Listen, I love Yorkshire. I like the mix of British Christmas dinner. But some of your Christmas dinners doesn't bang, sorry.
Yeah, no,
that chicken is dry.
We're going to see a whole lot. Are you one of those people that you can tell by the look of things whether it tastes good? Because I feel like I can tell by looking at a dish whether the flavours are flavouring.
The flavours adds a colour to the food. Do you know what I mean? You can see the tinge. Can I just say something? I want to say something that's going to trigger people. I'm going to say something.
Go on.
I want to talk about food and Christmas dinner, I want to say something. Just because you put Maggie Cube in every fucking one of your meals doesn't mean you know how to cook. I've said it. Maggie Cube does not equate to cooking to fake because I'm fucking sick of it.
No.
Indomie, Maggie Cube. Spaghetti, Maggie Cube.
Curry,
Maggie Cube.
Chips,
Maggie Cube.
Noodles, Maggie
Cube. One thing about it, they gonna put the Maggie Cube beside some. Egg and bread. Scrambled egg. Maggie Cube. Listen, I said it. I fucking said it.
You need to season the food
Where's your paprika?
Where's the
your
chicken
thyme?
seasoning? The all-purpose.
Where's the whole purpose?
The
Do you know about
seasonings.
nutmeg, cinnamon? Do you know them? Do you know the names?
Cumin.
Basil. Have you met her? You know basil? Maggie cube.
There is no excuse. Do you know what? I've been seeing some really, really, really good dishes on TikTok, right? And again, same principle. I can tell whether it bangs or not. And so I think to myself, with so much videos readily available for everyone, there is no excuse. There's no excuse to have a dead dinner.
There's no excuse. YouTube, the YouTube girlies are really
YouTube
big.
girlies
All the aunties on YouTube that said, today we are going to make patty jollof.
Yeah. How do you think I learned how to make jollof rice?
Is it, what's her name? I don't even know. They're going to make patty jollof.
Yes, that sounds,
They call it patty jollof.
Yeah,
Listen, we like it smoky. No, do you know what? Yeah, fucking no. Listen, the YouTube.
I think that's literally
YouTube
what it's called.
fucking aunties.
Nigerian party jollof. That's the thing for it.
Listen,
yeah, that's how I find it. Yeah.
The resources are there, darling. No one has an excuse anymore.
No.
And you can watch them, the way they are cutting it, the way they are slicing it, the way they are putting different time.
Just copy it. Verbatim?
Let me tell you what pisses me off. Yeah. Maybe I'm a Grinch. I think I'm a bit of a Grinch because I think I told the story about. Okay, I told the story of why I hate Christmas. Yeah, I have a villain. I have a villain origin. Yeah. So when I was 10, yeah, I wanted a Nintendo DS in it. Like I wanted a Nintendo DS with every fucking thing in my bone. Like for the whole year, and I never got it. And since then, yeah, at the Christmas spirit,
you've had a vendetta against,
I was like, nah, this is. So obviously, I'm not really like when Christmas. I'm not like.
Are you not festive? What are you? You're with family, aren't you? On Sunday, is it your cousin?
Yes, I'm going to my cousins and my sister, my cousin and sister. People them we are coming together for because my cousin. To be honest, I was only gonna go because my cousin lives 10 minutes down the road to me.
Okay, easy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what you would have stayed at home?
100%.
Oh, Joyce, are you bringing a dish?
I am the dish.
And that's on.
I'm the whole motherfucking bill. I'm the whole motherfucking bill. But yeah, so now obviously because I've got nieces and nephews and stuff, I'm trying to reignite the Christmas spirit just so they can have a good experience and they can have their auntie there and the pictures like.
Yeah, happy.
But I would say what gets me, there's two things that get me annoying. I don't like Christmas songs.
Oh, really?
Like the one, simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Do. It's Friday night.
Do you know what? Those ones are a bit jarring.
They're a bit jarring.
And there's certain ones.
Like if I like Mariah Carey, I know Mariah Carey's been doing her thing all year, but if I hear that one song fucking time.
Yeah, I could only listen to All I Want for Christmas if it's like a work party and you've had a few tequilas.
Taki.
And then you're rounding up the night.
Why don't they just look into my... So keep looking inside my studio. Silly Billy.
That's the only way I can. Otherwise, yeah, I don't go on Spotify just to listen to it. I do like a bit of Michael Bublé,
who's doing that? Oh my God, Michael
Bublé's Christmas album.
Honestly, like that guy, the way Michael Bublé regenerates every Christmas time, every time, never misses. New album, bang.
It's like end of November.
Yeah, you just see him. Do you know what? Him too, he should have done this. It's time! Michael Bublé should have come in like that because that's his time too. Michael Bublé runs Christmas, you know.
He runs Christmas.
He should have gone.
Mariah, take a seat, Mariah.
I love a bit of Bublé. I love a bit of Bublé.
I love those few tracks by Destiny's Child. Doesn't it feel like Christmas?
It's so lovely. It's so lovely. That's a good one. That's a good.
Oh, that's a banger. That's a good. But there's levels to the Christmas songs. Do you know what I mean? So like the ones that you were saying, they're a bit jarring.
Yeah,
then the Destiny's Child. I actually even like a bit of JB. It's the most beautiful time of year.
Under the mistletoe. We're gonna be under the mistletoe. Yeah, you. Shout you. I like that one. That one is a good song. I can rap to that. I could fucking up to that. But yeah, let's move on. It's been 44 minutes and I don't know what time. Guys, right now we're just this is just vibe. It's just, I didn't finish my story.
Oh.
About the boy.
About the monkey house.
Wow, that was a tangent. Whoa. I'm sure people are like, fucking hell, Josh, you didn't finish the fucking story, man. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, someone said to me in my comments as well, they're like, Josh, you swear too much. Fuck you. No, it's my fucking show. Listen, I can do what the fuck I want.
Don't listen.
It's my show. Ah! No,
it's just something about swearing that just brings the passion
no,
out.
Do you know what? Yeah, I
mean?
don't feel like I swear that much, but I feel like the fact they
it.
said it, I just want to do it extra, just so you know.
So Monkey House.
See?
He was chatting about himself. He was getting jarred.
Left. So cool. So I was now trying to make an escape. You know when you go on a date and you're trying to look for that escape? Like, you know, like if you have a date, you want to do the walk around the fucking Thames and stuff and want to get to know. No, I was ready to yell. This guy said he wants to drop me to my house in Luton where I lived. So we're in Monkey House and he's like, yeah. I said, I'm going to get an Uber.
A good 50.
I said, nah. I was like,
no,
don't worry. I said, no, don't worry. Don't worry. Wait, he said, don't worry. I said, don't worry, I'll get Uber. He's like, nah. I want to drop you home. I want to drop you home. I was like, yeah, fucking hell. So anyways, we're in the car, yeah. So okay, cool. Get in the car. Screw, driving. This guy's still going on about his finances there. I swear to God, yeah, I didn't know I fell asleep in it. I didn't know I fell asleep. And I fell asleep and I fell asleep like this with my mouth open. I didn't know I fell asleep until I woke up to my mouth open.
And it's one of the mouths that you go, you go,
Wait. I woke up. I woke up with my mouth open.
And it's how long have I been doing this for?
I was like, what happened? Shit. I said, this is a disgrace. I said, what happened? I fell asleep.
And then you check yourself in case
there's nothing.
any dribbles.
Do you know what? Yeah, falling asleep is one thing. Falling asleep with your mouth open is actually a different kind of fucking disgrace. It's another level of humiliation that I just.
Have you done it on the train before?
See, the thing is, when it's on the train and that, fuck, I don't give a fuck. I will fall asleep. I will fall.
No,
this is the window. With the window. That's why I fall asleep. It's not that was in a date. Do you know what I mean? So at least let it be a class.
So he dropped you off?
Dropped me home. Tried to kiss me and I was like, what you doing? Like, you know when they try to kiss, what you doing? Anyways, so I started ignoring him because the date didn't bang, soz. You kept talking about yourself, soz. And he kept saying, he was like, what did he say? So he was like, yeah, I just want to know what's going on because obviously, you know, I really liked you and I spent £300 on the date.
Oh, no, he did.
He fucking did.
He did.
He was like, it's the first time I've ever spent £300 on a girl before on the first date. Sir.
That is a you problem.
Did I fast you? When you said go anywhere you want, what you think I was going to choose say Nando's?
This was this year.
He's like, he kept going on, I never spent £200 on a date before. Like, wow, I really liked you. You know, I thought it was a good investment, but obviously I'll just take my L. I said, who?
He's doing paragraph.
Who?
Wow.
He sent me a 14-minute voice note.
No, he did not.
God is watching me. He sent me a 14-minute
podcast.
He sent me an episode, bro. He sent me a 14-minute podcast, bro.
To express
why he didn't understand.
What do you want me to do? Regurgitate the food and take it back to the restaurant and get come on, man.
What did you want me to do?
Take the L.
Who fussed you?
But also, it's just, I don't understand how we can really be living in 2022 and you just don't get the hint. Like, if I'm not messaging you, if there is no, prior engagements, post engagements, then just take the L.
And it's not even a thing where it was a finesse thing. Like I said, I wanted to fall in love so bad, but this gentleman was not giving me what I needed to give. It wasn't giving.
Did you tell him about him?
I did tell him. I said no. I didn't really feel like you really got to know me, and I didn't really feel like the conversation was really flowing. It was more directed at you. Like, you know me, I'm very
You'll
blunt.
say it straight.
I'll say it straight. I ain't got nothing to fucking hide or run or like. It is what it is. Anyways, the boy was upset. But you know what? I just had a flashback here. He wanted to. I should have known because when he first said, "Oh, where do you want to go?" I was like, "You pick." The guy tried to tell me Alaji Suya. He said, "Oh, let's go to Alaji Suya."
And you upgraded.
Do you know, guys? Do you know where? Do you know where Alaji? It's my fault. It's my fucking fault. Alaji Suya is like a bar, a Nigerian bar where they will sell rice and suya and all.
Yeah.
Alaji Suya.
Whereabouts
Google
is
it.
it?
It's even in Highlander somewhere. I'm fucking crying. Someone said Alaji Suya bangs there. Would you take a babe to Alaji Suya? He said, let's go to Alaji Suya. I said, me. Alaji Suya. It's
He
okay.
said anywhere you want to go.
He said anywhere you want to go. And I said, no, you pick. Is at Alaji Suya. And I started
And
ignoring
then he ignored it and said monkey house.
And then I started ignoring him, and he's like, no, actually, you pick where you want to go. Do they even have seating? I'm fucking dead.
To take out.
Anyways, we are gonna move on. Fucking hell.
I'm so done.
Listen, we're not even.
I'm ready.
We're not even. We've not even started. You know,
You're
we're only one.
kidding.
Guys, we're only 1 hour in. You know.
Oh my god.
This might be a fucking long one if you ask me.
Oh, shit.
What, you're ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Jourdss girl, love her content. Thank you guys. If you guys don't know, I'm actually got everyone on TikTok live at the moment. They're
Shout out
rocking
to
with
the
me.
TikTokers.
Shout out to the TC gang, man. So they didn't pay for promo.
Hide it.
They cover your stomach. No, it's my stomach. It's my stomach. Where should I cover it? When the 6-pack girls are hanging there, zip
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh, did you see about that Winter Wonderland girl?
Talk to me.
So there was a girl, she OnlyFans, an OnlyFans girl. This is what it just said in the tabloid. So she's from OnlyFans. She went to Winter Wonderland to the ice skating rink, and she was wearing maybe like a turtleneck, came up to here, down here, and then she was wearing a skirt. So you know the skirt shorts.
Yeah. Skirt shorts.
And it was like it was pretty short, but it wasn't like Batty
Prostitution,
Rider.
yeah.
But still quite short. Anyway, a couple of people, or one person in particular, at Winter Wonderland on the ice skating rink complained to the point she got kicked out. The girl got removed.
That's bullshit, because when you
She
see
got removed,
no, that's
and then
bullshit.
she done a whole video on it, just
That's
being
bullshit.
like it's unfair.
It is
And just
unfair.
because you're scared about your husband looking at me, that doesn't mean that you should
That's
project.
what it is.
Do you know what I mean?
That's what it is, because to be honest, it doesn't make sense, because when girls do ice skating for competitions, that's what they wear.
It's so true.
They wear the skirts, their legs are all, they wear
But since
skirts.
when does what somebody else wear have to affect?
No, it's nothing to do with them. It's to do with when your husband is doing this. When he's doing this, and your bigger waist is blowing in the wind. That's why they're upset. Like it's come from insecurity. It's nothing to do with what she was wearing. Because when you look at ice skating,
Imagine going up to the stewards being like, I want this girl removed.
not gonna lie,
it's
they're
making
better than me
feel
because I'm not going anywhere. In fact, I'm gonna move to your husband. How about that?
Yeah. No, I would kick up the fuss.
Oh,
I would
boy,
kick up
girl.
the fuss.
Girl, they know damn well not to come
No,
to me.
no,
I will hang my fucking pants.
I was just thinking,
in
like,
that
since
place.
when was it anybody's business, man?
Yeah,
It's naive.
you know everyone is fucking weird these days, man. You went to the extent of reporting her.
And then she got removed. I just thought, no, that's bad, man.
Reporting her, fucking insane. It's CNT, baby. Okay, tell a lie. People are saying dilemmas. Let me do one win or bin. And I'm going to throw this question to everyone. How do you feel about Secret Santa? Like work Secret Santa specifically.
I'm here for it.
Are you here for it?
Yeah, I'm here for it. I think it's quite fun. You have a little limit, a £20 to £30 limit. And I find quite great pleasure in seeing what I can find on a budget.
You have a £20 limit?
Yeah, like, you know how, like, usually Secret Santas at work, they say like, oh, it has to be £5, £10, £20, £30, whatever. They set like the price range, and then you go and find a present for that price. But I find pleasure in that.
Not gonna lie, yeah.
You don't?
I'm one of those people, yeah. I love giving gifts. Like, I feel like if I'm gonna give a gift, yeah, the pressure for me is a lot. Because I don't want disgrace. The reason why I want to give nice gifts here is because I don't want sister girl to turn around and be like, you see that fucking shit that Joyce bought
gift.
me.
Yeah.
So I like to make sure that my gift says boom, boom, boom. But every time I've done fucking Secret Santa, yeah, I will come with this lavish, spontaneous gift. Nice gift. Like, I remember one bitch in Tesco when I was working there. Good for you. I know who you are. I got her nice knife set. Knife, cutlery, pencil, like a spoon, like a proper kitchen set. They gave me one. They bought me one small chocolate. So I got a chocolate chocolate eggs, yeah, in this small bottle of, must have been like fucking £5 or something. And I was like, bruv, like, every time I fucking do this shit, I always get some dead gift. Like, what's the point?
Was there not like a price, or was it just you spend?
Nah,
what you
it was just like Secret Santa. They said, yeah, Secret Santa, shit, let's go.
Oh,
That's what they said.
Yeah, that's why I think it's good to have price limits, because then you can control, you can control the spending, and if you want to put more into it, then that's on you. But
did you hear of the story that was recently that something happened on the news where a gentleman in a rugby, I believe it was rugby, correct me if I'm wrong, a guy that does rugby, he one of his teammates got suspended because for Secret Santa they gave him a black man a rotten banana.
Disgusting. Yeah, no.
How are you not gonna fight somebody?
In situations like that, I really commend people for keeping their peace, because you know that song, Sean Paul, Ever Blazing?
Blazing up the place, ever blazing, ever. Have you got a Christmas jumper?
No, I've got a Santa's costume.
Not a whole fucking costume, girl.
Yeah. But it's just one of those onesies that you just slip
I want
on.
to do matching.
Do you know what I mean?
To be honest, I really like the matching vibe.
Matchy.
Can we match in a jumper?
Oh, I actually saw something on Twitter the other day, or was it maybe Insta, where they were saying, about guys being roped into having to do matching PJs and stuff with their
They love it.
partners,
Shut the fuck up.
And people just complaining and stuff. I was just like,
why does everyone?
Some
do you
guys
know what?
actually go out to buy.
Do you know
the
what?
matching.
People keep complaining about what's his face. Yeah, fucking what's his name that owns Twitter now.
Oh, Elon
Musk. But Elon Musk is a representation of Twitter as a whole. A fucking shithole. Shit place with shit people. Even before Elon Musk was the CEO, you know what fucking shit. Yeah, bad vibes and bad energy.
Facts.
Now you have a founder and CEO, that representative
of that brigade,
and you seem to be shock and horror. That's how you all are.
I think he got drawed out on Twitter Spaces, and then he deleted Twitter Spaces for like 48 hours because he was pissed.
See, that y'all are bad vibes.
He's petty.
Listen, y'all are Elon Musk.
Petty
Y'all are mini Elon Musk. That's how you all are. Higher than thou, nasty attitude. Them always talking about people, dirty. I cannot stand Twitter, Black Twitter and co. So good for you. Elon Musk is your leader. Good for you.
Enjoy.
Good for you. Let's move on to dilemmas, guys. Of course, you guys have sent in your dilemmas because, as always, we live a very chaotic life. So we are going to read and we're going to help you out. That's it. And we're going to give you some advice. But of course, we are not doctors, so don't take my word for Bible and go and do something stupid. Just
listen.
Just listen and seek specialist advice. Cool. So, question number 1. Every year I tell myself I'm going to cut certain people off in the new year, but it just never seems to happen. How do I let go of people who are detrimental to my growth? Because I definitely feel like there are people around me who I need to let go of. Talk to me.
You get the scissors.
Cut it.
Your price is way too high. You need to cut it.
Cut it.
Just get rid. Like, there's literally,
It's
you have to just
difficult.
take that first step. That's the thing. And you have to think about yourself. You have to think about your future. You have to think about your worth. Pull it all into one. And then I think it's all about making that first step. And once you get to that first step and start making those cutbacks, then everything else will just be easy. But if it's to do with like friends, relationships or whatever, I think one of the easiest things to do is just slowly start to respond less and less and less. Like, if you're not going to actually be verbal and be like, oh yeah, like I don't really think that, you know, this friendship's working, this relationship's working, then I think you can ease people out. You can edge people out quite easy.
I just want to read what some of the bad boys and bad girls said. It's difficult when the person is close to you. Do you know what? Yeah. I don't want to give the easy answer. The easy answer is to leave them alone. But in terms of somebody that has like history with you, that has, you know, like I've seen it all before, like for somebody at the beginning of a relationship or friendship, they were the greatest, they were the best. And then as time has gone on, they've become more and more dickheadish, or
they're not vibing.
You're not getting the same vibe, or the structure of the relationship is not what it used to be. And a lot of times people hold on to the initial happy stage of things, and that's what they carry on to that person, you know, to the end. You're remembering what was.
You remember the good times.
Remember the good times.
Knowing what it is
knowing
like
what
now,
the reality of the thing is. Get me? The reality is, the reality is not banging. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think for me, it really starts with self-love. It really I need to start to learn. I need to love myself more than this person to be able to let this person go.
I have to walk away. Yeah,
it's the only way, because it's easy. I've been there. It's easy for me to say, turn around, and walk away. But there's some people I have held on to. Do you know what? Because I love them, because we have history, because, you know, there's time, you know, we've had good times when there was, because my Bobby was good. When
but this is the thing, like, we can sit here and always, like, hold on to those moments, and they end up overstaying their welcome.
Yeah.
And then that could end up being at detriment to you, your own mental health, etc., etc. So I just think, I think one thing that I've definitely found, if it's not a confrontation thing, I've found that kind of just taking a step, like slowly but surely just taking a step back.
Yeah, bit by bit, yeah.
Like that little bit by bit. And it's oh no, sorry, I've been really, really busy with work. Oh yeah, sorry, like I'm you know, all over the place at the minute, da-da-da-da-da. And who knows, like some people I've had actually say, oh, like, what's gone on? Like, what's happened? Like, we used to be close, and then maybe you have that conversation then and there.
Yeah.
Some people just let it go.
Yeah, you have to let it go.
So it's, you know,
it's really about timing.
It is difficult, but I think at the end of the day, like, you got to live, you know, with your best interests at heart.
It's really highlight your best interests at heart. And again, it's really about reflecting of what this relationship is doing to you negatively, in terms of what this person is doing negatively, and also talking to third parties, talking to people outside. Like, does this make sense? Is this how a friend or a partner should behave?
Yeah, because also as well, like, we can be very quick to overanalyze situations as well, and it's only when we have an outsider's perspective, having a listen to what it is that we're saying, seeing the dynamic of the scenario, and hearing it from somebody else to say, oh, actually, do you think you may be overlooking this, or maybe you know, da-da-da-da-da. So yeah, having somebody else's opinion can sometimes help a little bit to know whether you're on the
people
right
are complaining, should I switch it off? Should I switch this off? The TikTok live. People are complaining like I need to be here. I'll turn it off. You wait on Wednesday. Okay. Oh, okay. Are
they complaining?
The angle. I would just turn it off.
Angle.
I would just turn it off, bro.
What did they want to do?
I love you guys. 80
to hold the
fucking
camera
time.
for you like this.
No, because I'm even upset that I can't even get you in this. Anyways,
no,
it's the sound is muffled. Yeah, because play for my phone. Where else would it be playing? Sorry, guys.
Anyways, want the microphone set up.
Do you know what? People are talking about family.
Oh, cutting family.
One girl was like, "Oh, I cut my cousin off."
Oh wow.
How is it when it's family? Do you know what? Yeah. I feel like the same rule fucking applies. I don't give a fuck. Do you know what? It's different. I feel like there's a lot more grace when family is involved.
Yeah.
There's a lot more grace when family is involved. You always want to try and resolve things when it comes to your family, but I always say, if anything is in detriment to your mental health, your mental, financial, physical health, like let's just say it gets to a point where it's abusive. Like I think with family, it really has to get to a place where it becomes emotionally abusive or detrimental to you, for you to then be able to let it go.
And I think it's difficult because we're so used to hearing the blood is thicker than water, and you know, it's family and all of that kind of stuff, without forgetting that family can still do wrong.
Family can, yes, 100%.
Some family members can still be bad people. A bad person is a bad person, whether they're family
or not. Period. And
we can't make excuses. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they're bad, and they gotta go.
And that doesn't mean you don't love them or there's an issue, but sometimes, again, you need to step away. You need to step away from that person individually, family, friend, whatever. It gets to a point where you need to step away, because it becomes detriment to you as a human being, your mental health, your emotional state, and step back and the thing is, I also believe people can change. So let's just say someone's been a bad friend to you, or someone's been a bad partner to you, or somebody's been a bad family member to you. I believe that person can get to a point where they can come into realization and change. And there always should be a space to be like, do you know what? You've come back, you've said you've changed. I'm gonna allow you to express that to me. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like once someone does something wicked to you, that's it, you're dead, you're done, because people change. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and accountability is a very big thing. Do you know what I mean? And it's just having those conversations and having that open communication. And then if somebody goes away for a period of time and comes back and they realize, oh shit, you know what, I was actually a bad person to you, Jourdss, and you know, I'm here because I want to make amends and I want to, you know, move forward. Then that's peace.
Yeah,
peace,
but
love, and unity in the community.
Again, back to the question. Self-love first.
Yes.
Love yourself enough to know why this relationship is wrong for you and what it's doing to you and what it is in detriment to you as a person. But I'm gonna move on. Cool. Question number 2. My mum is obsessed with my ex-partner. Hold on, let me read it this way because, girl, I need to bring my laptop to the front. My mum is obsessed with my ex-partner. Not like that, but she treats him like her son. She's demanding he comes over for Christmas. The problem is I'm currently seeing someone new who also wants to come over for the holidays. What should I do? No, can we talk about this? Because I fucking heard this over and over again. I keep hearing this. I keep hearing this. Yo, why is your mama friends with your ex?
The line needs to be drawn. I would be furious.
Fuming.
I would be furious.
Angered. Frustrated.
I will not stop barking until the cows came home. Like that can't run. That cannot
Why is
run.
my
You have to
mum-
have a conversation with your mum. Like, that's not okay.
Why is my mother? Why is Deborah? My mother.
My mum's called Deborah.
Swear down.
Yeah.
So is my mum.
Shout out to all the Deborahs.
Shout out to all the fucking mums called Deborah every time.
Woo! DEBRA or a bruh?
Deborah.
Or a bruh?
Deborah.
The OAH.
Deborah. Why is Deborah?
Deborah.
Not only speaking to my ex, talking to her, I said she should come for Christmas.
Christmas. Meanwhile, you've got a whole new boyfriend.
Meanwhile, you've already moved on. You've already passed that one.
And it's also like, what's that going to do to his mental space? Having the mum has a favourite, and it's not you.
And it's not you, boo boo. How you gonna feel about yourself? How are you gonna feel secure?
I have moved away from guys because of their obsessive parent.
Yeah. Listen,
I
you like
can't.
already know how I feel about certain mothers.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Listen,
Mothers that are too overwhelming, too inner, I can't do it.
You
I'm
can't. They're the
sorry.
worst. They're the worst. They want to ruin. They want you to ruin a relationship. They want you to
Jealous
Jealous?
of the relation, the dynamic that
They
you
want to
have.
ruin. They want to ruin. For me, that's a conversation. I don't give a fuck if we were going out for 4 years. I don't give a fuck if we're going out for 5 years. I don't give a fuck if we're going out for 6 years. Once it says ex, as in that is your ex for a reason, though. Reason, Mom, Deborah, step the fuck back. Respectfully, you need to step back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand that. When it comes to exes and stuff, no matter how tight I was with your family, yeah, we may speak for a number of months afterwards, but after that, I'm sorry, I'm moving on. Bye. Goodbye.
And even if it's like you're talking like, you know, mums, they love sending the fucking BC. Do you know what I mean? They love. Maybe my ex is on the BC list. Merry Christmas with the jingling animation. Okay, mama, that's cool. Not you trying to invite him to Christmas
Behind my back.
I just won't come. Then what? We gonna do now?
Nah. Yeah, you have to have a conversation with your mum.
I will
Make
have a
her
conversation. Yeah,
understand.
I'm telling mama. I'm calling mum.
Yeah.
Mum, and especially, do you know what's even especially?
And I'd probably speak to my ex as well. I'd
what?
speak to both of them. I would message my ex.
Nah,
And I'd
fuck
be like,
him.
bro, like, this is not.
Fuck him.
Nah,
Because at the end of the dizzle day, yeah.
he's still trying to pull up.
Trust me, he don't care. That's my mama. Like my mom is the one that is allowing him
My mouth
into
is
our
too-
family home. Mum, mother, Deborah.
What we ain't gonna do is that.
Come on now. Come on now. Don't do that.
Come on, Deborah.
Come on, Deborah.
Not today.
Don't do that.
Not on Christmas.
But I get, God, it's difficult, especially when they've known each other for a long time. I don't care, but then, sorry, the boundaries. I'm your child. I'm actually your child. Maybe you see him as a son, but I came out.
Listen, I
I'm
understand
the one that
it.
came out of your vagina.
If children are involved, then I get it a little bit more.
Children, yeah, like
Yes.
grandchildren, yeah.
However, that is a discussion for everyone to have.
Yeah.
And more importantly, the daughter should be saying, I want to bring people to us all together.
Yeah.
So the father of my kids can also enjoy the dinner or whatever and be with his kids.
Yes.
I'm a partner. If the dynamic is righteous and it's there and it's cool and it's no bad vibes, whatever, and it works, then cool, because there's loads of situations like that works. But it should be coming from the daughter, not the mum.
Not the mum.
the mum. You ain't in the relationships. Nor
So,
was
babe,
you the ex.
our advice to you, talk to your mum, because she's doing a lot.
Talk to mummy.
Tell her I said, mama, auntie, I love you, but you're doing a lot. Tell her I said that.
Chill.
I love you, auntie, but you're doing bears. Hot topics of the week, baby. Right, guys, we are going to move on to hot topics of the week. But before I do, I just want to say I have missed the bad boys and girls. I've missed you guys to my core. I'm sorry I've been away for 2 weeks, but I can honestly say I was just tired. Honestly, I was like, I'm tired to film. But it's like every time I come here, I'm just like, I'm back with the people. I'm back with the people. So it's always a pleasure spending time with you. And yeah, we have motherfucking our sister, man, in the building. You already know her. She's been here once and she fucking killed it. Of course, she's back again. She is a radio presenter. She's a personality. You've probably seen her on TikTok. If you haven't, she's on Represent Radio as well. It's none other. That motherfucking Jourds. Come on, somebody.
Girl.
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Do you know what? I love when you come in. I love it. And you got the Senegalese.
Senegalese twist.
You got the twist.
I got a twist.
Yes, baby.
The holiday twist.
You look.
Yeah,
do you know
ready
what?
for it. It's long as hell as well.
I'm on a braid thing, but I think in the winter, my head is cold. Though.
It's only because I'm going on holiday. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Because
when the
wind. Yeah, but then you've got Cameron.
I've got cane rolls, but do you know what? Yeah, these are like designer cane rolls. But literally, like the first couple of times I've done it, I felt like I forgot my wig. Like I was like, shit.
When you woke up in the morning, you was like,
because you know a wig is like a hat.
Yeah, it is.
Like it really has a lot of thermal energy. The warmth of it. It's like a
especially
hug.
when we was in the -6s.
It's like a hug. Does Nice come in or is that hi?
No, it's high.
It's like a warmth. It's like a warmth. I'm just really enjoying it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go straight in. I just want to say I love you guys. Obviously New Year's is coming. I'm gonna have another conversation about New Year's on my new vlog because y'all know I've been on the YouTube thing. So I'm gonna have a New Year's conversation sometimes in this week on another piece of content that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave that just for that. But yeah, you guys watch out for the new content because it's coming out per. The new content is coming out per 2023. We move YouTube Black and that per. Yes, we had a very sad tragedy that happened a couple of weeks back with Asake, O2 Arena. So 2 people had died, passed away during the not O2 Arena, Brixton Academy. Brixton Academy crush is what I'm going to call it. So for everyone that's international, there was a situation where Asake came to do a concert here. He done one on the Sunday. It went successful. There was another one on the Thursday, and there were people who came without tickets. There was a lot of pushing at the door. There was overcapacity, and there was people like literally pushing and forcing to get into the venue, so much so that 2 women died during that crushing situation, which is really, really sad and heartbroken. I know you got stuck in it, Jourds, and I just want to kind of want you to share your experience during those times, if you don't mind.
Yeah, it's do you know what, it was like one of those things of like when it's happening, it's fight or take flight, I think the saying is. And I just remember being in that crush thinking, if I don't control my breathing, I'm literally going to have an anxiety attack. And so I just had to keep like holding on to my girls, keep thinking in my head, it's fine, it's okay, we're going to get out, we're going to be safe, we're going to be all right, da-da-da-da-da. And in the midst of things, I'm, documenting the surroundings. And I was with Ash and I made like a video recording of me and put my head in to like say like, oh my God, like this is what's going on right now. Like it's mad, a state of panic, whatever. And I got verbally assaulted, verbally attacked by a guy that was standing in like literally just like in the background that I didn't even like, you saw his chin and he was just like, if you've caught me on your camera, I'm going to smash your phone in. I'm going to smash your fucking phone in. And then it turned into a whole thing where he started calling me a light-skinned bitch, this, that, and the other. Like, it was just horrible. And then because he was going on and on and on, the security people that were there, and probably in hindsight, I mean, I'm one of those people that if you agitate me, I'm going to defend myself.
Yeah.
But also, it's that having that realization of we was like bodies away from each other, and so like if he wanted to do it, man, like that could have happened. And then when you hear about everything else that happened afterwards, and that isn't even just that's just even the crust, because I was hearing even worse things that happened. I got DM'd on the same night saying, I walked past a girl's body who was lying in Brixton Academy, and she was being resuscitated. Like that's what I was hearing the same night. This isn't news that has come out, but I got messaged by a friend of mine that was saying this. And it's kind of when you take a back step and you hear and you look at, you know, the situation that you was in and the things that kind of followed suit and blah blah blah. Like it takes a while to, I suppose, process like what surroundings you was in and the situation that you was in. But it was a lot, and it's really sad. And I just hope that they do their due diligence. I think that the Brixton Academy itself, I think it's shut until like the 16th of January now. It's closed, pending investigation with regards to their licensing. But it's obviously like a lot of people are, you know, not knowing where to point fingers and stuff like that. There was a lot of people, you know, outside that had tickets. There was a lot of people outside that didn't have tickets. There was a lot of people outside that had been told by securities that if they slip them some cash, they'll be able to go in. And apparently this had been happening.
Yeah.
This had been happening on like the first day and whatever. So these are like the conversations that had been circling. And it's just, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking for the lives that were lost. It's heartbreaking for the people that were involved, the people that were innocent, the people that weren't pushing, the people that were trying to be orderly and were there just to enjoy a concert. And it should just never have gone that way. It should just never have gone that way and never have gotten to that. Like, you know, it's a concert. Concerts are there for bringing people together to enjoy and appreciate an artist's music. And so how has that turned into this? Do you know what I mean? Like, how has that turned into this? And it's just, it's tragic. It is really tragic, man.
I'm just so glad you was okay. I feel like when the whole situation happened, I didn't go to the Asake concert either. And I remember when I first saw everything that was going on, and I called my brother, sister, and then it's like the third person I called was you, because I know you were literally talking about getting tickets and getting scammed and things like that.
Yeah, that should have been a warning
I think I
in
called you like 4
itself.
times. I think I was like, I hope this girl's okay. And then I saw your story with everything that happened, and I was like, oh my God, this is so scary. One of the women that has died, her name is Rebecca. She's in her 30s, early 30s, has 2 children, was rushed to hospital in critical condition, in a coma, and then passed away. Same thing with the other lady. I'm just going to say her name. She wasn't even, and I think this is what even hurt me the most, was that she didn't even go to the concert. She was working at the concert. So the second person that passed away is Gabby Hutchinson. So she was a security guard. She's 21 years old. She was working. She probably didn't even know who Asake was. Maybe she did in passing. But she literally, 21 years old, also critical condition, has passed away as well. So we have 2 people. And it's like, when I think about this, it's like there are people that pass away in world war countries for lack of water, for things that could be out of control, that are out of control. Do you know what I mean? But in this instance where people have died going to a concert, I couldn't believe it.
And you know what the maddest thing was? Is that when because there was like a back entrance and there was like a front entrance, and people with their tickets could go through and whatever and start forming like a queue. And we was at the front because they was ready to let us go through, but then we had to stand and wait for one of my friends to come first. And then within the space of like 30 seconds, all of a sudden the crowd started, and then, you know, the stampede started to occur. And it was one of those things where at that moment in time, I literally turned to my friends and I was just like, surely that's it. Like that's it. Like they you know, there's too many people here now, because we literally, from going from about to walk in to then turning around and everybody is surrounding you, and you literally can't even see street unless you're looking straight down the road. And you and Ash, just to clarify, you and Ash is tiny. Ash is like 5'1". She's
Ash is 5'1",
or maybe even 5 foot. I'm 5'2".
Jourds is 5'2". We're talking about 2 very small women. Like, it must have been so scary.
Yeah, and the security was like, "Oh no, we'll get you all in." And this was when the crowd was first formed. And I was just thinking,
how?
I was thinking, okay, because my first initial response was, surely seeing the amount of people here, isn't that a red flag? But then obviously when you're then being told, oh no, we're going to get you all in by the security.
It's like a reassurance.
You know, and this was maybe about 8:30, like quarter past 8, 8:30. And then we was there for 40 minutes. And then it was at maybe 9 o'clock or maybe 9:05, 9:10 when he came on, that all of a sudden everyone started pushing. Things were getting broken. We couldn't breathe. That was when all of this started happening. And so it wasn't until way gone 9 that they then said, yeah, this is done. And I was like, even before that, and the crowds were gathering, I just don't understand how they couldn't. If I was there and foresaw what could potentially happen, and I thought, oh no, surely it's locked off right now, and security didn't think that at the time. But then when they're saying that, I'm thinking, oh, well, they've got, authority and they know how to crowd control. So if they're saying it's cool, we're going to get you all in, that's why we stuck. That's why we stayed put. And we was like, okay, well, yeah, we're at the front anyway, so we're going to go through. And then it just got worse. And in the end, it was after 9, me, Ash, her friend, and my friend, we was just like, yeah, we've got to go. And even getting out of the crowds was, I can't even explain. It was literally, you just had to go for it. It was either that or you get on the floor and you start crawling. It was one of two things, but it was, yeah. I don't think it actually sunk in until the day after, because it was just like, oh, and especially because obviously you've got the pushing, you've got being in such close proximities to people, you've got your breathing, and then being assaulted by this random guy that I don't know from Adam. And woke up the next morning and I had a blood vessel burst in my eyeball, and I was just like, that's how you know that shit weren't good. But yeah, it's not nice. It ain't nice, man.
I'm so glad you're okay.
Yeah.
And again, a lot
and
of
thanks for
people
checking in on me as well.
Of course,
No,
like I was
lot.
like, girl, bye. Like that's my sis, man. What the fuck? And I was so scared because I was like, how could this happen? Like I was so worried about everyone. I was so worried about London being so small and hearing that people have died. You just like the way London is so small, like just to hear that people in critical condition, I'm just praying to God it was someone I just didn't know. And that's I mean, with all due respect, like not to say that anyone that I don't know is better, but I just couldn't take that grief. I couldn't take that pain to have someone directly to me,
linked to you, that
had been in critical conditions. My brother was there. My little brother was there. So it was my girl was there. There were so many things that was going through my head. I was just like, please God, I can't deal with this at the end of the year. I'll actually faint. So my heart goes out to the 2 individuals that has passed away, and also the woman that is currently in critical condition as well. I believe she's like 23 years old. Everyone is so young. Like we went to a concert to have fun, and I think what the issue is that people are looking to who point the finger. Of course, there's so many nooks and crannies into this, but I think for me it's important for everyone to just use this that was there, and I was there to have a reflection. I feel like I was saying it on TikTok, when you operate in a place of selfishness, this is kind of what happens. It's a domino effect from the people at the security who sacrifice people's health in exchange for money.
Agreed.
The people who were pushing because they wanted to see Asake, and they were looking towards Asake and didn't look down to see the people they were hurting in front, to the people who came with no tickets. Like there was there's so many moving parts.
It's like, unless you're actually there, you know what's going on, you hear about the things whilst you're being there, and I just feel like it's so hard for you to then just sit there and start going, you're to blame, which is why, like, even for you saying that there's so many variables that have to be, and this is the thing. So when I'm sitting there online and I'm seeing this and everyone just saying, oh, it's all the people that came up without the tickets, there's so many other things, there's more layers to it than that.
Many other things,
there's so many.
And I must have
what about
tweeted
the
this.
security? What about the people that unfortunately got scammed? We can't say that they're to blame, or do you know what I mean?
There's so many
and I was saying,
layers. I was like, okay, cool, you had a ticket, fair enough, we know you had a ticket, but is your pushing and shoving any better? It's because you had a right to be there.
Yeah.
The pushers. Was your pushing any better?
Because it's like, okay, let's have a look at it in a different perspective. If they were saying 3,000 people outside, right? 3,000 people outside. Some of them didn't have tickets. Some of them were doing up security or whatever. Some of them guest list. Some of them this, whatever. For whatever reason, there was just a whole collective of people outside. Some of them had tickets. If there was no push-in, but the crowd was it was too much, like a wireless thing.
Yeah.
Too much. And security said, this is a health and safety breach. You're all going to have to go home. And anybody that didn't get in and they had a ticket, this, that, and the other, like, come to us in a single file and we'll sort it out, or whatever the situation would be. And there was no pushing, there was no fighting, then we wouldn't be doing that. Do you know what I mean? Like, we wouldn't be doing that. Mm-hmm. It would just be like, oh, you're silly, like, whatever, like, why did you even turn up? Like, LOL. But it's because of everything coupled as a whole.
100%. A lot of people that were being pushed were pushed from the back. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
oh no, like I was hearing like a push, like
people were saying
and it was security and people from the back or people from the middle. Like it was one of those things that security couldn't allow them at the back or them in the middle to push forward, because then it would end up breaking the glass.
People were pushing from the front and people pushing from the back, and then whoever was in the middle was like a sandwich.
Yeah. It was just fucked.
I feel like a lot of people need to have some self-reflection on themselves.
100%.
I'm tired of the finger pointing. Yeah. People are like, oh, it's the police. Like, do you girl bye?
Yeah.
Do you for police? For 3,000 people to be in a space unexpectedly for police to try to manage that situation is difficult. Even if you had 100 police, we're wrapping up. Give 5 minutes. Even if we had 100 police to 3,000 people, how you can imagine. Like, how is that going to be sufficient enough? Even if we had 300 police to 3,000 people,
it's still not.
It doesn't equate to the amount of human beings, to the amount of police that are on standby. Do you know what I mean? I think everybody should use their noggin right now and use their brain. There are so many moving cogs here. There are I can't even say it's this person. Everybody,
there's
for me,
just so many layers.
There's so many layers. So many people have a responsibility right now. And I just don't want to see the pointing fingers. What I do want to see is justice. Exactly. So what I did say, I do have my good friend has given me the official police report file, which we'll be putting in the description. If you were there, the best thing you can do now, if you genuinely care about someone, if you genuinely care about the people who have passed away in this thing, if you genuinely care about making changes moving forward when it comes to police control and things like that within these constant things, so everybody is safe, please fill in your perception of the situation.
And you can also send in videos and documents and
that outline. Because yes, there was police on standby. Somebody said there's police body cameras. There's not enough body cameras to...
The police were over on that side.
On the other side. They can't see. They were on one side.
The thing is that unless there is an act of violence taking place, then they can't intervene, because they're just there to kind of oversee the crowd. And
and nobody knew about the deaths until, I'm assuming, that when people could see them. On the floor, for someone to be lying on the floor, which meant that the crowd had then started dispersing to see somebody lying on the ground. But I'm sending my love to everybody that was affected by the situation. I'm sending my love to you. I adore you guys, but just stay safe and just that's all I have to say about the situation. I did want to talk about something else, but I think I'm just gonna have to keep it, because guys, we are running late, so I'm gonna close it there. But what should I close with? I want to close with something good, something positive, something happy. I want to close with something happy. What are you most excited about next year?
For the new year,
because this is the last episode of the year.
Oh, girl. Okay. Next year, what am I most excited for? New adventures. Yes. When it comes to work, when it comes to growth, and just really putting my foot in it when it comes to like my work.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like sinking my teeth into my career.
Yeah.
Health, wealth, and prosperity.
Health, wealth, and prosperity. I agree. I co-sign that.
What about you?
I think for me, I'm really excited about new adventures. I feel like this has been a great foundational year for me. Cocktails and Takeaways, you have fucking smashed it.
Amen.
Thank you so much to everybody that supported the show this year. We've had a phenomenal year. We've had an award this year. We've had loads of milestones that have been hit. We've had some phenomenal guests.
Ain't that right?
Phenomenal people that, you know, it's been an honor for them to sit on it, UK and abroad. You know, we've had a fucking good time. But I feel like next year we're definitely going to have more of our foundation. I'm working on perhaps getting a new space and doing a lot more things. So and also just, you know, being more grounded in my work, having more direction, doing more personal projects. I've been doing a lot of brand stuff and things like that, but I definitely want to go back to pen and paper and get my directing on and my producing on. So I'm really, really excited about that and seeing what, and also, you know, perhaps a very fuck off live show.
Yeah.
So we will see.
Yes, baby girl. Amen to that.
We will see. But with that being said, guys,
Jourds.
Merry fucking Christmas and
Merry
a motherfucking
Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Well, I hope you had a good Christmas.
We hope you had a good Christmas and we hope you spent your money well on Boxing Day. But guys, with that being said, thank you so much for hanging with us. 2022 is done. It's been fun and we go again for another motherfucking one. It's a pleasure.
Cocktails and takeaways, baby.
It's C&T, baby. Pie.